Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to Triple Strand Ranch, Annex chores. Look at my moving mess. I recently moved into this house and I have a mess. I'm using this chest mount here. It's brand new to me. There they go. Making a ruckus. That's what they do. They scream and they holler. They carry on when it's food time. Look at them. You'd swear they never ate. But they do. So go a little bloop. And do that so we can get in the gate. There you go. I'll turn that down a little bit. You can see what's going on. Come on. Come on. And then we just kind of do something like this right here. Now, I feed them on the ground because when I feed them in a bowl or a container, they fight. When I feed them on the ground, they don't fight. I don't know why. Doesn't really matter. They're good to go here. And they're real nice, real friendly. Let's see. Nickel boy. This one's a little more, Tucker's a little more scared. But we also have some apples for him. Let me put this down. I gotta fix their water. That thing is not working. So they love apples. Love them. So we give them to them. They do not love zucchini. So we toss an apple down. Toss one for Tucker. We give him treats. Treats all the time. One more for Dale. One more for Tucker. They love them. Look at here. This is pretty neat. So I keep the bucket here to go fill up the pig's water. Last night we had a storm. It's full. Rainwater. It's great. So we'll just take that. And we'll go like this. This whole chest mount thing is weird. It's weird to me. I feel like I'm talking to my nipples. Let me know if you like it. If you like this viewing angle. Because I can put it on my hat too. Or just put it wherever. Mount them on the trees. I don't know. We gotta figure it out. So, let's see. Yeah, see, this is also very weird. So we dump. Let's see what you see how dirty that is. We don't want that dirty. Nobody wants to drink dirty water. So, you do something like this. Get that dirt out of it. Then a couple times a week I'll come in and I'll take that out and spray it out or whatever when it gets real dirty. But there's the pig's chores. You see what they're doing? Kunekunes are okay. Look at this. All they do is really, they just push stuff around. They're young, but they're not digging. They're not rooting. They're not creating giant holes. There's a hole, as I say that. That's the deepest hole I've seen them make. About 4 inches. They must have found something good down there. So, not too much damage. Pretty cool. Alright, so this is interesting. The storm we had last night was really strong. Lots of lightning, lots of wind. It was wild. So you come out here and you kind of look around and make sure everything is still in place. That is new. And that appears to be a bird's nest. And I'm guessing it fell out of that tree. Hope you saw that. Let's have a look here. Yeah. There's bugs in it. It's old. I don't think it was being used. Maybe though, you never know, right? Bummer. But, you know, that's how nature cleans out their nest box. Or whatever. We'll just forget I said that. Alright, so moving on to the rabbits. Hope you can see that. Sage here. Nice friendly fella. So what we're going to do is, we're going to check their water. Hey, buddy. Dill. And then, right, and he's pulled his hay rack off. That's real nice of you, thank you. So we're going to check the water, we're going to check their food, and then we're going to feed them. Now it's an interesting thing we do here in that we have some of this stuff split up. So these animals are not my animals. These animals are ranch animals. So the rabbits and what you're about to see, the quail, the silkies and all that, those are for the ranch. But by putting them here, they're easier for me to tend. We separate the responsibilities and the chores, makes it quicker so we can get to work doing other things. So, Sage is going to get a handful. They don't all have hay racks, because I couldn't find hay racks, and I've tried a few different designs, but I didn't like any of them. So then I come in here, that got a little bit wet. They've been digging his food out. There ain't much in there. So I know I need to put, hey buddy, Sage is very nice. Sage is one of our more pleasant rabbits. He's a good boy. These are silver foxes, by the way. We'll talk about them in more detail in another video. But this is how I know I need to fill the food. I put the lid up. Hello. Dill is excited. He got the breed. Oh, you gonna open the door. He got the breed. Last time we opened this door for him, he got the breed. And see, he's out of food too. Dill's not too bad. He's all right. They're eating more food for some reason. Not sure what that's about. I got some work to do on my cages. That's good enough. He's gonna need some water, and he's gonna need some water. All right, and this he's cantankerous. This guy likes to spray me. He jumps and spins and sprays. It's a whole thing. Very dominant rabbit here. Dominant male. All right. Don't bite me. He's never bitten me before, but go on. You never know, right? Don't do it. He likes to rub his chin on me. So it always kind of looks like, feels like he's thinking about it. So this is Timothy hay. It's the best for the rabbits. And we try to give them, you know, free for all hay. They can have all the Timothy hay that they want. Now they will eat through it or knock it down. He's nice. He's a nice rabbit too, when he's not going crazy. But we fill it up every morning. They don't always finish it off. But if you look down here, I'll just show you what we're doing briefly. We were going to do worms underneath them and farm the worms, and this would obviously feed the worms. The problem is this gets very hot. So rabbit poop does not cook, essentially. You could put it directly on your garden. However, when you add nitrogen and their urine to the hay that falls through the cage, it does cook. So if I move that, it's steaming. So instead of worms, we're just composting it. We'll put the worm bin somewhere else. This girl here was bred 29 days ago, I think it was. So pretty much, if she doesn't go by tomorrow, Wednesday at the latest, because she might be late, she's probably not pregnant. I'm going to give her some more. So that's Timothy hay, and that in there, I don't remember if that's Bermuda grass. I think it's Bermuda for their nest box, because it's softer than the Timothy hay. She eats it a lot. Huh? She's going right to the Timothy hay. She looks big and fat, big and round. Pardon me. That was very rude of me, wasn't it? I don't see her pulling at all, but that'll happen sometimes too. It does look like she might have a little dugout in there. So I don't know. We'll see. When they lay their eggs, I almost said that. I almost said that on accident. And then I said it on purpose. But at the time, it was going to be an accident. when they have their babies, they will feed them twice a day. So her not being in the box is not an indication that there aren't babies in there. Now, I'm pretty sure there aren't. But she hasn't pulled any of her fur or anything like that. But again, that's another video. So I'm going to finish these off and we'll go to something else. Can I come in? Oop, I almost tripped, didn't I? Okay, so water's good. This thing's great. How much is left in there? A whole bunch, so like half of it. So we got this hooked up to the top with one of those. Pretty neat, right? So that's Fifi. She's a splash, Silky. That's Gobbles. She's a showgirl. She got a naked neck. I'm like the only one that likes her, but I think she's pretty cool. And there's George, our teenage rooster. You might have heard him crowing earlier. He doesn't do a very good job of it, but he gives it his best. Pardon me, ladies. All right. So this is the quail aviary. Okay. So what we do is, when we're trying to collect the eggs, pristine eggs, we'll put them in there for a few days and collect eggs, and then we trade them out with other quail. That's the plan, so that the quail have an opportunity to run around and be quail. That's the plan. So far, we only have a few quail. We bought a bunch of quail once, but the hatch rate was abysmal. Like, I think we got 3 out of 50. So, and we hatch a lot of eggs. Don't know what that was about, but we got more eggs coming. We do have some hens, but they're not laying. Stress, whatever. I don't know. There's a squirrel barking at me. He won't leave me alone. Hello, Gobbles. Anyway, so we got nest boxes here for the silkies, for the quail if they want them. The quail go underneath all that stuff. They go in there. There's probably eggs in there. Silky eggs. They lay every other day. The male, George, the rooster, he roosts there. Some more stuff for the quail, and underneath all this stuff, the quail hang out. Not much though. The quail just hide a lot. Now, you might be thinking, well, maybe the chickens are mean to them. And silkies are meaner than you might think. But, in reality, the quail are monsters. They are absolute monsters. So, food looks good. And you see with the storm, we had a bunch of rain blowing. It was crazy. So stuff got wet. So I'm going to have to clean this out. I'm going to do it when it's warmer. Let's have a look. Dump some of this. No eggs in there. Okay. They didn't lay this time. So just go through and look. Uh-oh. Look what I see. You probably can't see it. I know you can't see it, huh? But I see it. Hang on a second. They're nesting up on here. I know you can't see it. And I'm sorry. But we got one. Hey. This is the first quail egg we got since we got these quails. And yes, I'm crawling around here on the ground. Let me rephrase that. This is the first quail egg we've gotten since they laid what was in their system. Now, I know you're not looking at anything in particular right now. You just have to forgive me. Look at that. Isn't she pretty? This little, but quail eggs are little. That's it. That's it. This is a big day. I'm glad you guys were here with me. This is the first one they've legitimately laid that wasn't just in their system. So the quail are getting used to this now. At least one of them is anyway, right? All right. Well, I'm excited. Are you excited, Fifi? Let me put this egg down. I still got it. Where's a good place for it? Right there, on top of the quail. So, I've got some operations going in the garage here before I got the garage ready to go. Now, as these videos progress, as this channel collects a library, you're going to see this change quite a bit. So, you may notice that I have some arcades next to some quail. That's probably not common. It might be the first time you've ever seen that before, but it's not staying that way. So let's have a look here. This is my mealworm operation. This is what sets us apart, right? This is what we intend to set us apart. What can we do different? What can we do that is different and helpful for the animals? Because producing the happiest, healthiest, highest quality animals is our goal. This is all about quality over quantity. Well, gut-loaded mealworms is one way to do that. Now, I haven't finished setting up this process. We're going to make a video about that as well, so you can see how I do it. I did not come up with this, all right? I got this from the internet on YouTube and several different places, so I can't quote you where, but if you just do a Google search for mealworm farm, you'll see. But the point is oh, we got a beetle. Where'd he go? He gone. I don't know where he went. The point is, we're making an effort to produce the highest quality food. And this is one of the ways we do it. So, these stinkers, these are 2 weeks old. These quail are 2 weeks old. They came from the same people that we got the quail in the aviary from. So they've got some pretty cool color variations. Again, pardon my move-in mess. But you can see they have feathered heads. Now, that's typically what we wait for before we want to put birds outside in the cold, is feathered heads. These guys are active, they're healthy, they're happy. You can see how fast they are. They are in no danger in that aviary. So today, I'm going to put them out there and see how it goes. And we'll probably use this for the duck brooder, because we got some ducklings coming in. But we'll see. Let's see if they can get into that. I think they can. Let's see. I think they can get in there. Oh no, guys, oh no. They should be able to. Let's see why not. So, some of our baby quail. Now, these aren't ranch products here. These are my bug eaters and my egg layers. So rather than tapping into the ranch products, which we eat eggs from over there all the time, but rather than having to rely on that, we got our own chickens. We got an acre here. Most of it's wooded. And we want to get some of these bugs up out of here. And these Rhode Island Reds are going to do a great job of it. So I'm looking forward to them going. I've owned Rhode Island Reds before. They lay real well. They're crazy. They're a good surviving bird. They do real well. Now these are straight run. So no. These are female. They're all female. Supposed to be. So we're going to get 10 eggs a day at some point. We're going to have enough eggs for whatever we want. Uh-oh, they're flying. Look at them. These things are hardy. I think sometime this week I'll probably take these guys out, girls, pardon, and put them in the coop and finish brooding them in there. Because man, look at them go. Goodness gracious. Yeah, they're going to the brooder. Let me clean this water out. And give them some, shake them up. My goodness. They are a nervous Nancy bunch of group. That wasn't even English. We're just going to forget I said anything and clean this water out. Nervous Nancy bunch of group. Let's see. So, cleaning the water's not too difficult. Such a thing. See that? Clean. Now, every time I replace it, it gets hosed out. It does get cleaned better than that. Every time I have to fill the water up, which is like a couple of days. But for now, just getting those pine shavings out of there will help. All right, ladies, I'm gonna leave you alone. Boy, you looking good, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, we got them all. Everybody's doing good.